Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. Welcome to my channel. I haven't done a video in a long time, so this one may be a little rough, but we'll see what goes on here. This is my edition of Vinyl Tag 25. I've seen a few different versions of this with different questions. I went with this a lot of questions because it's just stuff that some of them I couldn't fill in all the questions, just didn't apply to me. So this is the version I went with, and I'm going to try not to make this last too long, but it's 20 questions and a bunch of albums and artists and etc. etc. You'll see. So Vinyl Tag 25. First question number one was my best purchase of 2024, and that would be this 1979 to 1988 Saxon Greatest Hits Decade of the Eagle, and that's the one I liked the best from that last year that I picked up. That was at a vinyl fair in Vancouver in May. I went down for that. I live up in the interior. Those who don't know me, pardon me. Yeah, it's a brisk minus 18 outside with windy on the lake, and I've had enough of being outside for today, so I'm inside now doing videos. Question two. Favorite album from 1974, 50 years old and 24. And I went through a bunch of them, and I picked Supertramp, Crime of the Century. Classic album, everybody knows it. Just still an awesome listen, still sounds fresh. Question three, album that defines the genre. I went with Black Sabbath Paranoid, the original heavy metal guys, and this album to me sort of defines that genre. It sort of started it out. I know their first album, the second side of the first album was pretty weak in my opinion, but this one to me defines the genre of metal. Sort of the catalyst for it. Best band from your home country. Well, I was born in England, but I came to Canada and I was 3, so I'm going with Canadian band. I'm Canadian. Rush. This is necessarily their best album, but it's what I got close at hand, and that's my favorite Canadian band. Artist you miss dearly. Yeah, he passed. Was it last year or year before last? I forget already. That would be Canada's premier folk artist, songwriter, Gordon Lightfoot. Yeah, I still feel like he had some things left to say, and I wish he were here to say them. Number 6. Best live album in my collection. There's a lot of them. There could be a lot of answers for some of these questions. I went with AC/DC, If You Want Blood. Still a fantastic album. Still sounds great. Doesn't sound dated at all. And number 7, your partner dumps you. What album are you playing? Well, that sort of depends on whether it's a good breakup or a bad breakup. If it's a bad breakup, then I'm going to go with Susan Jack's Ghosts. Sad stuff. And if it's a good breakup, where you're glad to be rid of the person, and I've had a couple of those, I think we all have, then I'm going to play Troopers Knock 'Em Dead Kid, because that's got the song We're Here for a Good Time, Not a Long Time. Good party album, good upbeat stuff. Number 8, best sounding drums on album. Hands down, Rush, Moving Pictures. No better drummer than Neil Peart in my opinion. Fantastic album. Number 9, your favorite artist in 2 or more bands. I'm not going to show all the albums because it's just impossible. I picked Ronnie James Dio. He was in Rainbow, Sabbath, his own band Dio. Awesome singer. Number 10, Beatles or Stones. Is that a question? Beatles, not a problem. In my opinion, the Stones outstayed their welcome. Last 5-6 albums, in my opinion, have been dog meat. I just don't care for them at all. They should have quit while they were ahead, in my opinion, again. Number 11. You found a bag of weed. What am I going to listen to? I'm listening to Pink Floyd metal, specifically side 2, Echoes. If you haven't heard that, you're missing out a treat, because it's just sit back, close your eyes, and just follow the sounds. Favorite album from the 80s that I still listen to. Oh god, I got tons of albums from the 80s I still listen to. So much good stuff. But I picked the one that for me started off the 80s, Back in Black, AC/DC. Still sounds fresh, still great, still listen to it all the time. I don't think that one's ever going to die off. Number 13. Artist whose political stance has soured you. Ages ago, Bono from U2. I've gone off U2 so many years ago, I just can't stand the guy's voice anymore. The second I hear him, radio's off. I got rid of my records I had from them. I just can't stand it anymore. He's everywhere. At least he was in the 80s, 90s. You can't go anywhere without hearing that guy and his opinion. Fed up with it. Don't want to listen to him anymore. Favorite label. I didn't really get that question. Does it mean my favorite label that I collect? Because I don't really collect a label. Or does it mean my favorite label? I picked two. My favorite design label is Vertigo. The spaceship. The spaceship label. They were fantastic. They were fun. But the most albums I have on any one particular label, I believe, would have to be Capitol or MCA. I'm not sure. I just did a rough look through, and I think Capitol is the most popular one that I have. Kind of a throwaway question. Where are we? Where was I? Number 15. A band with run of 3 great singles. Tragically Hip. Up to Here. They had 4 great singles on this album. And this whole album is just an awesome listen. If you don't know it, you should listen to it. It's great. Great album by a great Canadian band. You got Blow at High Dough, New Orleans is Sinking, 38 Years Old, Boots or Hearts. Just an awesome album. Where are we here? Number 16. Record Store Day purchase you listen to. I have never purchased an album on Record Store Day. I've gone a couple of times and I just gave up because the small stores that were around me didn't have anything that I wanted. Now where I live, the nearest record store is 3.5 hours away, and I'm not going there to find out that, hey, they don't have the 1 or 2 albums on the list that I wanted. Just not worth it. But I do have one Record Store Day album, and that was a gift sent to me by my friend Bernard Jean in Quebec. His channel is Hitch a Ride. Check him out. Awesome channel, awesome guy. And that's the Stampeders' Greatest Hits, another great Canadian band. Still listen to this, Bernard. Awesome album, great collection. Thank you very much, my friend. Number 17. If you could be reincarnated as any artist, dead or alive, who would it be? I tossed this around a little bit. I went with Randy Bachman. He's one of the few artists. He's still alive. He's got longevity. I like that. But he's one of the few artists who stayed true to his beliefs. He was a Mormon. I think he's denounced his faith, if I'm not sure. But he was one guy who stuck to his guns. No drugs, no booze, no women, no fooling around on their tours with the band members. Just a straight ahead guy. Concentrate on the music and the business. Do what you have to do to make music, and that's what he did. And I've met him a couple of times at record fairs in Vancouver. Super nice guy. He's so easy to talk to. Just a fantastic guy. He autographed an album that I had purchased. I've told this story a couple of times before, but he autographed an album for me that I gave to my brother. Just an awesome stand-up guy. If I could come back as anyone, I'd want to come back as him. Best 3 lines in a song. Dark Side of the Moon. The album, or the song Time. Everybody knows it, but and Racing, where is it here? You are young and life is long, and there is time to kill today. And then one day you find 10 years have got behind you. No one told you when to run. You missed the starting gun. Just awesome lyrics. Making you realize that life is passing you by. That one sort of hit me when I turned 30, which was many, many years ago. And yeah, I think those are just the best 3 lines in rock that I can think of anyway. I'd be hard pressed to beat them. Album I never tire of. I'm going to go right back to it. Dark Side of the Moon. So I could put a lot of albums on this list, but that's the one. That's my favorite. That's the one I keep coming back to. And last question. I told you I would try and keep this brief. Favorite VC channel? Larry Graves and the Canadian Stud Muffin. Awesome channel. The guy's hilarious. He's got a lot of interesting information in there. A lot of great entertainment. As he says, welcome fans of great entertainment. Awesome guy. Check his channel out, Canadian Stud Muffin. He's also got an ASMR channel if you're into that, which I think is just called Larry Graves. But check him out. Great guy. And also check out Bernard at Hitch a Ride, world's biggest Boston fan. And that, my friends, is Vinyl Tag 25, 20 questions. I don't know why it wasn't 25 questions, but whatever. That's it for me for now. I'm going to do another video tomorrow. I don't know what of yet, but we'll see. I'll come up with something. And thanks for checking it out. Have a good one. Take care.